7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's Morning Kicks Extra with Randy and Jen.
It's the 144th episode of Morning Kicks Extra.
Woohoo! Extra means an extra dose of Randy and Jen.
And while that may not seem like the best idea, it is a great way to catch up on stuff you might have missed out on during the show.
Or if there's anything you want to hear again.
Like how hot it's been here lately.
And your back is just real sweaty.
Plus, we're going to be talking about the unfinished guy project that you may have around your place.
So let's get things kicked off.
On Morning Kicks Extra.
Morning Kicks Extra with Randy and Jen.
Cops responded on Friday evening to reports of a loose cow. Oh, who among us hasn't known a loose cow or two in our day? Running at members of the public in Staines upon Thames just outside London and damaging a car.
Staines upon Thames, is that the name of the place? Are you making that up?
That's really the name of the place.
Officers spent several hours trying to catch the animal, and eventually a decision was made to stop it by using a police car.
Footage shows the cow running in a residential road being hit by a police car, getting up, and then being hit again.
The cow sustained a large cut to its leg and was being treated by a vet.
We're just tenderizing it, Governor.
So Staines upon Thames, I'm still not over it. It ended up with stains upon their street, I guess.
Just another example of the way British abuse their food. Rehab! Hey, let's do Jen's movie Rehab, Jen.
Okay, tell me about watching Good Will Hunting this weekend.
No, you're not watching Good Will Hunting.
Come on, Randy.
You were watching a much more influential and important movie than Good Will Hunting.
Yeah, right.
It is. No, and she's upset because she knows what she's going to be assigned.
Okay, go ahead. Tell them. Let them know.
The bad, and the ugly.
It's a Western.
The greatest Western ever. But it's not because it's a Western that it's important. It's because it is one of the most iconic films ever. It is the epic classic made by Sergio Leone, starring Clint Eastwood as the good, Lee Van Cleef as the bad, and Eli Wallach as the ugly.
Oh, they calling him ugly?
Oh, you'll see why. But it literally, in Italian, it was El Bueno, El Bruto, El Cattivo. And it was made first in Italy and then brought to the United States.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and it was it has some of the most innovative filmmaking by Sergio Leone. It's influenced probably 90% of the movies that you watch today.
Isn't Sergio Leone the guy who does the beautiful cinematography that you love? Everyone, you're like,
yes.
Oh, just pause the movie and it looks like a picture.
Every single shot, the photography is amazing. Every single one, you could stop it and it looks like a cover of a Western novel. It's so beautiful. Everything filmed, from the close-up shots that he does of Clint Eastwood chewing on his cheroot to, a guy getting shot in the street. Every single one is filmed perfectly. So the story is set in the Southwest during the Civil War, where this mysterious stranger, who, by the way, has a name, and I'm not going to reveal that to you until Monday, but Clint Eastwood plays the mysterious stranger who has a name. And the Mexican outlaw Tuco, played by Eli Wallach, and they form an uneasy partnership. And the stranger turns in the bandit for the reward money, then rescues him just as he's being hanged. And when the mysterious stranger is shot at the noose goes awry during one escapade, a furious Tuco tries to have him murdered. They re-team, however, to beat out a sadistic criminal and the Union Army and find $20,000 in gold that a soldier has buried in the desert.
But it's a Western.
But it's an amazing story. And again, you need to have seen this movie. The Godfather was one you had to trust me on. This is one you have to trust me on.
Okay.
It's on that level as Godfather.
You say, I don't know, Godfather was really good. Probably my favorite movie you've had me watch, though. All right.
This is one of those. And once you see the photography that is done in this, you're just going to be blown away by it.
All right, where am I going to watch it?
It's one of many Sergio Leone movies you're going to end up watching. But this one, you can stream it just about anywhere. You can rent it on almost any platform, but I believe it's available for free on Paramount. Hulu has it. Amazon Prime has it, but you have to have a premium subscription to be able to watch it on there, or you can rent it on any of the platforms.
All right, so this weekend I'm going to watch Good Will Hunting.
No, you're not going to watch Good Will Hunting. You're going to watch Good, Bad, and the Ugly.
Oh, I have the good part right, Randy.
Morning Kicks Extra with Randy and Jen.
The really hot temperatures are going to begin to kick in this weekend.
That's like 100 degrees, Randy.
You know what that means?
What does that mean?
Sweat all over your body.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
you're going to have those really nice sweat, like creases in your shirts and stuff.
Yeah, you're going to be stewing in your own juices is
Ew,
what you're going to be.
Ew, that's so gross.
Yeah.
Why do you got...
There it is!
Randy!
Oh, no!
No! Come on!
smelly, too.
It's nasty talking about sweat and stewing and juices. Stop. No.
It's just awful.
Randy.
So, for everybody who is suffering already under the summer heat, we thought we would celebrate the sweatiness like this.
I got a sweaty back.
Yuck!
The moisture's rolling down and leaving tracks. Ooh, the AC's broken in my Cadillac. I stick to leather so I can't lean back.
Go and take a shower. Heat wave. I'm dehydrating in the worst of ways. I'm giving off quite a unique bouquet.
If this goes on much more, I'll melt away.
Get into the shower. Come on, y'all.
That sweat just doesn't quit.
Look at my back.
You need to powder it.
It's sweaty.
It's almost gonna drip.
Embarrassing me.
You're gonna need
I can't take this heat.
just a few more weeks of this.
Puddle at my feet.
Maybe blow drying.
Hey, sweat's inside.
Don't make excuses for it.
Put another shirt on.
I've got a sweaty back.
Yuck!
Morning Kicks Extra with Randy and Jen.
Vladimir Putin is in North Korea right now, seeking to strengthen his relationship and maybe change his social media status between him and Kim Jong-un.
Yeah, actually, Vladimir Putin had a whole speech that he gave during their meeting together. Check this out.
Yeah, listen.
I am Vladimir Putin. Russia is kicking some serious butt right now. If we weren't, would I be looking for help from North Korea? That guy, Kim Jong-un, is the bomb. And I'm hoping he'll sell me lots of those bombs. I could have gotten bombs from any country in the world, but I went to the dollar store of countries, North Korea. And Kim and I are having quite the bromance.
Yeah, they are.
I'm sure the love letters he writes to me are way hotter than the ones he wrote to Trump. He even sprays them with the hottest cologne in North Korea. It's the fragrance all North Koreans crave. It's called food. Ha ha. Just kidding, Kim. So listen up, world. You can't stop Putin and We are like the Milli Vanilli of dictators.
Morning Kicks Extra with Randy and Jen.
Brits lined up last Wednesday outside the Bank of England's London headquarters and post offices around the country to be the first to get their hands on the new banknotes bearing the image of King Charles III.
So the bills come in like 5s, 10s, 20s, and 50 pounds, and those were the ones released. While the older bills, the ones that still have a Queen Elizabeth,
Lizzie?
that have her portrait on it, those are going to remain in circulation.
Could you imagine carrying 50 pounds in your pocket?
I don't think that's quite what you think
Be
it
like,
means.
oh my gosh, why are you leaning that way? I got 50 pounds in this one and 20 pounds in this side.
Well, the new notes are only going to be printed to replace worn ones that must be removed from circulation. Now,
If they're not calling these Chuck Bucks, they really ought to be. They are missing an opportunity. I can't believe they would miss out. When he was a young man, he never thought he'd see
People stand in line and call him Majesty.
King Chuck.
he's a polo junkie.
King Chuck.
Ears just like a monkey.
Took the place of mother. Got a creepy brother. King Chuck.
Now when the queen died, he can't believe his luck.
He grabbed his royal crown, said, "You must call me King Chuck."
King Chuck.
Queen consort Camilla.
Ugly duck.
No, she's no Diana.
His whole life he's waited to be coronated King Chuck.
Morning Kicks Extra.
we're talking about your unfinished guy projects,
Not the ones, the annual things that you do every year. We're talking about the old ones.
the ones that have been sticking around for a while.
Yeah, that he's been saying, I'm going to get that done. But what is the oldest unfinished guy project that you have around your place?
I say men never finish growing up.
Yeah, I agree with that one 110%.
I mean, they still play Xbox. They still go outside and play in the yard. I mean, they never finish growing up.
Sounds like someone's a little jealous of our youth and vitality.
Nope.
Oh no! I like my grown status. I'm good.
What's the unfinished guy project you have around your place?
My husband builds model cars.
Okay.
He has 11 unfinished model cars sitting around our house.
11?
11.
I've got a couple of those, too.
And they're in various stages of being completed. Some need painted, some need glued together, some he hasn't even started on, but have all the pieces spread out.
He just starts one and gets bored with it and then starts a new one from scratch?
Well, you gotta...
Yeah, pretty much.
You can't move forward in one because the glue's drying. You gotta wait like 12 hours
For the glue to get dry.
So then you work on the other one and then you go back to the first one.
Yeah, that would be sensible, right? No, not so much.
But I need to buy paint for this one. I need to get the right color of this, and I gotta file the parts, the
You
plastic.
can do it in a cycle and not wait forever to go between each one and keep adding a new one. Adding a new one.
Cycle. I've told you time and time again, I don't have.
What's the unfinished guy project at your house?
Everything.
And now that's not fair.
How many projects do you have that you've never finished?
I have never finished counting them.
Exactly.
Exactly. You see?
That's not fair. What is the unfinished guy project you have around your place?
If we're ever going to do something, we're going to do it. You don't have to remind us every 6 months to finish it.
6 months? Well, we wouldn't have to remind you every 6 months if you do it.
Morning Kicks Extra.
We're talking about the unfinished guy project.
I guarantee there's something there that hasn't been finished yet.
Everything.
That's a generalization. I don't think.
You don't think what, Randy? You don't think finish it, finish it.
The better question is, what do you guys actually finish? Start to finish, what do you guys do?
Tell you what I finish. I'll finish I'll finish
Exactly.
this sentence someday.
What's the oldest unfinished guy project at your house?
I was just actually this morning getting onto my husband for not finishing.
What is it?
He's 28 now.
Uh-huh.
When he was 15, his dad bought him an 84 Chevy. And he's been supposed to fix that thing up for years. And we live, in a nice subdivision, and he has this dang truck sitting right out in the very front for everyone to see. And it's rusted and blue, and some parts are red, and he just won't fix it.
Someday he's going to get that done, and it's going to be a classic.
He just needs to do something because it's getting in the way. This is just the perfect morning to hear that. I'm going to call him and let him know.
Of course you are. Rub his nose in it.
What's the oldest unfinished guy project at your place?
My girl is a beautician, and so now I got all this hair stuff and beauty stuff all over the house. She never had finished it. And prom is coming up, so now she's got all these high school girls in and out of the house. Oh, do my hair, do my hair.
So it's an unfinished girl project.
Wait a second. Hold on. That's not the topic here.
What's the unfinished guy project you deal with?
Reading instructions.
Those are not necessary. They're just there as a guide. I mean, if you know how to do it already, you don't need to be wasting time going over those.
No.
The problem there would be that most guys should read the instructions, and for most of you guys, that's why women usually do it right the first time.
How do you think we got that drawer full of extra screws that you go to so frequently?
I don't have to go to the drawer of extra screws.
You've
We
got
wouldn't need extra
enough
screws.
You've got to screw loose.
It's a good thing to have a few screws loose.
Yeah. In that drawer in the kitchen.
That's not where it's supposed to be.
It's Morning Kicks Extra with Randy and Jen.
What's the oldest unfinished guy project you have?
My husband, he will not finish the bathroom.
He won't finish the bathroom.
I thought she said he won't get finished in the bathroom.
No, our sink's still gone in it, and we're putting tile in from the carpet, and he hasn't finished the tile yet.
And how long has this project been unfinished?
About 2 years.
But wait, the toilet's still there, right?
The toilet and the shower are still there.
What are you complaining about?
Thank God we have 2 more bathrooms.
Two more bathrooms? What sort of mansion do you live in? And it had carpeting in the bathroom before?
And it has no sink, though, which is very inconvenient.
What's carpeting in a bathroom, though? That's a mistake waiting to happen.
It's just like a giant bath mat.
Moldy, spongy.
What's the oldest guy project at your house?
We've been remodeling for 4 years.
You've been remodeling.
Yeah.
So what's the projects he's been doing?
2-bedroom house and turned into a 4 and a 1-bath into a 1.5.
Well, at least he's focused and working on it,
My husband's also decided to get a 1970 Chevy pickup truck out of a field and restore it.
Isn't that a typical male? He's just added more stuff to the list when he doesn't even have the first stuff done.
Typical Listen to you. He's got vision. You're blaming this guy for vision.
Am I wrong, though? How many projects this is going to pick up and just never finish?
What's the unfinished guy projects that you have around your place?
He never finishes any projects. In 12 years, he's not finished a single project.
None of
10
them?
years ago, we remodeled a room. It's still not trimmed out. Big gaps between the wallboards, big gaps in the ceiling. A year ago, I wrecked my Blazer, and instead of turning it over to the insurance company, he decides he's going to rebuild it. It's sitting in the same place in the pasture. He never finishes anything.
Nothing?
Not one project has he ever finished in 12 years. But he has not finished one project. He starts a million of them
and doesn't finish any of them?
never finishes one.
I'm beginning to gather he doesn't finish any of them.
Nuh-uh.
No, not one. He hasn't finished a single project in 12 years.
In 12
Not
years?
one.
Has he finished any of them?
No, not one. He told me the only thing that he finished in 12 years was our son being born.
It took 12 years?
Yeah, lucky for you he did that. That would have looked really weird. I mean, let's be honest, she really didn't need him for that. But
It's Morning Kicks Extra with Randy and Jen.
Hey, join us on the next edition of Morning Kicks Extra.
we're going to be asking, what would you be named?
If you weren't named, what you are named.
In the meantime, don't forget to check out our blog at kicks1025.com.
You can check out all of the latest Morning Kicks karaoke songs.
And you can watch us live on most social platforms every weekday morning starting at 7.
Make sure to like, follow, and smash that subscribe button.
Don't miss Morning Kicks with Randy and Jen. Weekday mornings from 6 to 10 on the 4 states' #1 for country, Kicks 102.5.